So this person right here doesn't believe in the fallen angels and stuff. He believes in self kits. So he's saying he says, so like a king or a president that rule over people, not so some mystical beings that's all false. He said all praises to the most you know who alone. So he's praising El Elyon. So I said to this person this: the so-called people who are ruling over us are Neanderthals, but you are not ready for that conversation because they look like you and talk like you, so they must be you. But by the way, these people will be destroyed off Earth. I have a question. Do you have Neanderthal DNA? Is this why you don't believe this? Because you have false hope of being saved. Let's be honest. I should say let's be honest. Let's be honest. Let's say you are correct and these are self kids and they are made in the image of the you know who we're not allowed to say. Do you get that the creator Yah made Adam and Eve, but El Elyon made people in his image? So we would be still saying the soul. We are still saying the same thing. Same thing, different terms. So you trust this person trusts in self kits, but then the self kits would be the enemy to Adam and Eve and the seed of Adam and Eve, y'all. So he's saying that these are self kits that were made in the image of El Elyon. But we got to realize El Elyon and the Creator are two different beings. So he is giving all praise to El Elyon. Because when you translate when you translate this, when he's giving all praise to the show you something. Elyon. So El Elyon translate directly to the Most High or the Most High God. It is one of the most foundational titles of God in Hebrew. It emphasizes supreme authority and majesty. Now, let me show you something right here. Let me show you something. So, who is the in the Canaanite? Let me show you something. So we're not supposed to praise him. Oh, what is it? Who is it? El is so El Elyon, the Most High.
I was telling the gentleman to have a good one.
Okay. Yeah, I'm making a quick little video. Was she in there?
No. It says that they'll have some resident services from 1 to 3, so I'm going to hop in there at 1 o'clock.
Sounds good. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you. It says El Elyon, God Most High, is the title of a head deity of the Canaanite pantheon, El, who was adopted in early Hebrew Judaic tradition. So I just showed you this in El Elyon. Y'all gotta understand and understand. They merged him with who? Yahweh. They merged him with Yahweh. They merged him with Yahweh. They're two different deities. So, let me show you this. What's today? So Deuteronomy 32, 8 through 9, and Psalms 82 suggest a divine council scene. El Elyon, the Most High, appropriate the nations to other gods and the sons of God, while Yahweh, Yah, received Israel as the portion. So you can say what you want, do what you want. You cannot deny this, and it is scriptural. This is not. I'm not coming to you with what I think. I come to people with proof. So we have no debating. So you can keep saying what you want, doing what you want, keep making fun of me, coming onto my channel, doing these things. But there, you have to seek the Creator Yah with all your heart and all your soul, and He will show you the truth. You don't want to know the truth. The reason why you don't want to know the truth, because I'm starting to believe that you are Neanderthal DNA. You are from you are from Seth. And because you are from Seth, you think you can be saved, and you cannot be. You don't want to believe in fallen angels. You don't want to believe in fallen angel DNA. So you don't want to believe in that because you think you can be grafted in. There's nowhere in the Tanakh that says you can be grafted in. Nowhere. It's not in there. sojourners. I never spelled this right. Nehemiah. So, based on the Torah, Stone Edition Tanakh, and the Dead Sea Scrolls, and the following references explaining the relationship between Israel and other nations, strangers, aliens, regarding the land covenant within the context of your request, the mixed multitudes at Exodus, according to Exodus 12:38, a mixed multitude, Revive, went up with the Israelites from Egypt, and we know that that mixed multitude means Eloid. It means Eloid. You got to understand and understand Hebrew, people. Hebrew. Then you know what he's talking about. One laws for all in the land. Numbers 15:15, 16 states, as for the congregation, there should be one statute for you and for the stranger who sojourns with you. One law and one rule shall you have. Exodus 12:49 reiterates, there shall be one law for the native born and for the stranger who dwells with you. Foreigners join in the covenant. Isaiah 56:6-8 mentions foreigners who join themselves to the Creator Yah to minister to him, loving the name of the Creator Yah to be his servants, and states that Yahweh will bring them into this holy mountain. Now, definition of ger in the Torah. The Torah heavily emphasized the treatment of ger, stranger, alien. Leviticus 19:34 commands, the stranger who resides with you shall be to you as a citizen, for you were strangers in the land of Egypt, according to the rabbinic interpretation. Talmud Bava Metzvah 59b. This can refer to ger Tizak, a convert who fully joins the community, and Ger Savos, a resident alien. Separation for forbidden marriage. Ezra, Nehemiah. The events of Ezra 9 through 10 and Nehemiah indicate a strict prohibition against intermarriage with specific nations: Canaanite, Hittite, Perizzites, Jebusites, Ammonites, Moabites, Egyptians, and Amorites, due to their abomination, result in the separation of foreign wives from the communion of the returnees. Regarding the restriction of Shem offspring, the Torah does not explicitly depict the land of Canaan as belonging to the offspring of Abraham via Shem. Genesis 12:7. In the course of Canaan and Ham to serve are found in Genesis 9 through 7. The restriction to not intermarry with the nations mentioned in Ezra is based on preventing the adoption of the detestable practices. So, in response to your inquiry regarding the Torah, Stone Edition, not Dead Sea Scroll, here are the direct evidence that those texts based strictly on what is written, word creator and ancient, division of nation separations, Torah and Jubilees. The division of land and the prohibitions of crossing boundaries you mentioned is explicitly detailed in the book of Jubilees and the book of Jasher. In the Jubilees 8:10 through 30, Noah divides the earth by lot among Shem, Ham, and Japheth. And the text states that the sons stretched out their hands and took the document from the bosom of Noah to finalize their inheritance. Jubilees 9:14 through 15. Noah makes his sons swear an oath to stay within their assigned boundaries and to curse everyone who seeks to take the portion which has not fallen upon his lot. Jasher 9:31-35 corroborates. And the sons of Noah divided the whole earth into 3 parts and assigned each family their specific territories. Canaan's curse. Jubilees 10:29-34. Canaan is cursed specifically for seizing the land of Lebanon and Palestine, which the text claims falls by the lot of Shem. He ignored the warning of his fathers Ham and brothers, leading to the decree that his seed would be rooted out of the land. Do y'all understand what that means? His seed will be rooted out of it. That means he will not have a hide of hair on earth at the end of days. Why? Because he did something he wasn't supposed to do. You ain't supposed to be on somebody else's land. The statutes of sojourners, gers, in the Torah. The Torah Tanakh constantly uses the term ger, often translated as stranger or sojourner, according to the internal logic of the text you cited. So do you understand when they're talking about sojourners and strangers, they're talking about these people are on their own land. Do you understand that? Can y'all get that now? Do you understand that? Do y'all understand now? Or do I need to elaborate on that better? They cannot. You cannot be on anybody else's land, or you're going to get what? So when they're talking about sojourners, when they're talking about this, they're Shemite on Shem's land, or he wouldn't have cursed him to be rooted out. He even told Joshua to go and get him out of there because he was not supposed to be there. They were not supposed to be there. But y'all don't understand and overstand that thing. Y'all think we can just go all over the place and take everybody else's land, and you cannot do that. You cannot do that. You cannot do that, people. So, status of a sojourner, ger, in the Torah. The Torah Tanakh constantly uses the term ger, often related to a stranger or sojourner, according to the internal logic of the text cited. So you have to understand and understand that Shem has Shem land, Japheth has Japheth land, Ham had their land, but then inside the land, each people had their own land, and they If you all go and look, Jeremiah, in the book of Jeremiah, he went and bought land in the land of Benjamin. Why? He was a Benjamite. He didn't go somewhere else and buy it. So because he was a Benjamite, he bought land in the land of Benjamin, just like Ephraim bought land in the land of Ephraim. So Shem's children, they had their own land. They had their own land. The Ishmaelites, they had their own land. Remember Esau, who is Shem, he had his own land. They had their own land, and we were not allowed to give that land over to any other nations that had to stay. And you can find that example with the daughters. Let me see, can I find this, y'all? So y'all, these are the laws of inheritance and marriage within the tribe. When a daughter inherit land due to the lack of brothers, the law required her to marry within her father's tribe to ensure the land did not change hands. So the land does not supposed to change hands. It does not supposed to change hands. That's Numbers 27, 8 through 11, and Numbers 36, 6 through 9. Okay, people, Numbers 36 and 9. Why? No inheritance shall pass from one tribe to another tribe, but the tribes of the children of Israel shall keep each to its own inheritance. And that just didn't go for you for these laws, y'all, didn't just go for the Israelites. This also went for the other nations. They had to stay on their land, and they had to stay on the land of their ancestors. And this is why the Creator Yah, when he comes back, he's going to be putting boot to ass to a lot of people, y'all. Why? Because you own land that is not the inheritance that he gave to you. If you own the land that's not, you're not the land that you was not given to you, he's going to get you. You're going to be rooted out. So you need to pray and ask him, where am I supposed to be? Where am I supposed to be living? Where your land is. I am where my ancestors' land is. I know that I'm where my ancestors' land is. I've given y'all many classes telling you that I am now where the ancestors' land that I inherited out of the Levite, aka, and the tribe of the Levite and the Ephraim land. I know where it is. Y'all showed me. I'm here. So I won't be rooted out of the earth. When he's saying rooted out, he means off earth. You're going to be rooted off earth if you're not where you're supposed to be. But you need to take it up with him where you're supposed to be. I can't tell you where you're supposed to be. I can't tell you these things. So, oops, she fell. So I cannot tell you you're supposed to be. That's between you and y'all. But as for me, I know where I'm supposed to be, so I'm there. And so when he's talking about sojourners, he is talking about the people within these people. Y'all got to understand and understand the book that they took away from us. If you have those books that originally that was in the Bible, that was in there, and I told you I found a 1966 Bible with these books in there. I have this book at my house. These books are in there. They took them out because then it was so to make it okay for you to just go to somebody else's land and take their land. And it says right here, you cannot do that. People, you can't do that. And I keep saying America. Why do I keep saying America? Because America, these people came onto somebody else's land and took it. And they need to go back to their own land. And they're going to get their people unalive because their people thinking it's okay for them to be over here and they ain't supposed to be here. And they're not even telling them this truth. And then, and this video started out because people don't want to believe that there's spiritual warfare. And I need y'all to understand that spiritual warfare comes with the demonic spirits versus the righteous spirits in the spiritual realm. And then they're coming to you and giving you a choice. And if you do not choose to do the righteous things, then you're going to be found guilty by the Creator. Okay? He says in Malachi, people, that he's going to come and judge you for certain things. He's going to come and he's going to judge you. So you need to understand and understand what the laws and statutes and commandments are so you won't get found guilty. And he's not going to make an excuse. He's not going to give you time to stand there and read the book and let you decide. No, this is your time now. This is your time now. If you're alive, if you woke up this morning, you still got your right brain and your left brain. You can see, you can hear, you can talk, even if you can't see, and you can do braille. If you can do something, you need to get in the book and read it. Because if you do not, he will not have an excuse for you, because he tells you, I will send somebody to tell you. I am telling you right now, go read the book and find out what Yah hates and what he loves. The word hate is not a bad word. Hate just means reject. Rejecting evil. Are you rejecting the evil, or are you standing 10 toes down on the evil? That's all I'm asking you to do, is go find out what the laws are, and then make sure you're not breaking into them. And there's 613, and those 613, if you go and read them, you're going to find out that our Creator is righteous. He does not like oppression. He does not like theft of people, theft of things. He does not like it when you don't give justice to the weak. And we have a government based on not giving justice to the weak. So you need to understand and understand this. And you got to know about the books that they told us not to read, in order for you to understand and understand the laws that you are walking and talking and breaking. He said you're going to look perplexed. In Micah 7, he said you're going to be perplexed. Come visitation, you're going to be perplexed. You're going to be confused at why you're being punished. Don't stand in front of him on Judgment Day and be wondering why you're being punished. Because you think you're doing the right thing, because you didn't take the time to read the books yourself. Let's give y'all the praise. Let's give him all the glory. Let's give him all the esteem. And let's give him all the respect that he deserves. Our praise to Yah and him alone. Hallelujah.